the Cowboys will boot it away to start the game. On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. So Wyoming's offense takes the field for the first time today. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm.
There he goes. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got a chance. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cowboys come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He'll do it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. They'll run play action. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2. Taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
Oh, they're after him. How about that job to get down in the nick of time to avoid the big hit? And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down.
Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Fires to the big fella. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. He's got it on the right. Open space at the 25. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Hansen. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And they're in for a touchdown. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. He'll pull it down and run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Lets it fly. Snags it on the right.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Here's the handoff. Nice move to keep running. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. Shakes off the defender. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Wyoming.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. Working that left side now. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go back to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Florida State is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame. They're trailing by 18 to Clemson. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's got the back in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Line getting set on second down. To the air, it's Sims. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Here comes the offense on first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Breaks the tackle. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Snagged in the middle, it's Richardson. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. The Cowboys are marching down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Markway. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And the Cowboys have it with a first and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wyoming.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the offense back onto the field. To the air on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Let's see what they've got on second down. Finds his tight end. He goes out of bounds across the 15 at the 16. That's a solid pickup on that one. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wyoming! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Now this offense is back on the field. Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Pulls it in. It's Ballard. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Gonna swing it on second down. Hauls it in. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's O'Neal. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw again. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets it out of the air for the first time today, and didn't see much of him. That loss a week ago, called on just once. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They'll go to the counter. Fights off a defender. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. right back to the well. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line? The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Ballard. Across the 25. He's got room. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. A strike downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. From the gun. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now the play fake. Under fire. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Under fire. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Annapolis. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the hallowed grounds of the U.S. Naval Academy.
Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Yeah, it felt incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Cowboys send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They'll try the run. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Looking for space. It's Hansen. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys. Those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words to describe defensive linemen.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. This time it's complete. Ball is loose. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, we don't get a ton of top 5 matchups, so let's check out how today's Rumble played out. Michigan found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage maize and blue football. Those folks in the big house won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. Imagine how this outcome is going to impact social media this week. One side ready for a parade, the other ready to hit the panic button.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Hard running there. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Sims. Got his man quickly. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Cowboys lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll run the sneak for it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, what a cut! He stopped short, and it's 4th down. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Cowboys will line up to punt it away. Here's the return. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He uncorks one deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Fires it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Makes the catch. It's Markway. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. They dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. He'll pull it on the read. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And he's already put 1 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, running back on the move. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hansen. Still on his feet at the 35. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
The give to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this 1st down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
They'll give it to the back. Powers through the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it
Breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. He now has 91 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
He wants to change this route. It's reverse. Oh, that did not go as planned, except for the defense. They were right there to make the big stop. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. To the air, it's Sims. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Catch in the middle, it's Markway.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
And the Cowboys are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Gets it out quickly. He's loose down the left side. He's at the 10, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And that extra point was good, and now they have the lead in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. He's taking the deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And it's now or never. It's do or die for this offense. Fourth down, late in the game, trailing. They absolutely have to connect and move the chains right here. This thing's over.
Fires to the right. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Plows through the defense. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
Here's a heat. Oh, no, the ball popped out. And the offense will maintain possession. Son, that ball must be riveted to your ribcage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. He'll start this drive firing. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Rushes on him. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll be brought down. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They'll run it from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Foley. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. And this will be for the win. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That was a spontaneous combustion of a celebration on the sidelines, and wait to see what happens if they can hold on for a few more seconds. On the move from inside his 5. They bring him down. A last gasp effort on that return comes up empty, and that's going to do it for this one. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won.